So glad you are here. We are joined by Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a food and wine sommelier of the year. The group includes Iron Gate in DuPont Circle and, of course, the Sovereign in Georgetown. Welcome to 2017. Happy New Year, Greg.
Happy New Year.
Great to see you.
You too.
What is on tap this week?
This week, it's 2017, and we are still in the winter doldrums, so we are going to continue on drinking some excellent winter beers.
Everything's better all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly. And we are going to stick local for this one, going to Baltimore, Union Craft Brewing, who we both love very much. And this is their winter seasonal. It's called Snow Pants. It is an oatmeal stout. We'll talk more about what that is after we taste the beer, but it does pack a punch for the winter months. It's about 8% alcohol.
Ooh. That's inviting. Creamy.
Creamy. That's all. That's what it's all about. So, oatmeal, oats in beer gives you silky, creamy texture on the palate, and it makes it just an amazing textural experience for drinking. Obviously, the flavor is great as well as the aroma. Makes it great with food. Oatmeal stouts have been around for, well, people have been using oats in beer for hundreds of years, just like they've used wheat and rye and, of course, malt barley, which is the most used grain. But the idea of like oatmeal stout started in the 19th century. Well, it was happening before then, but at the end of the 19th century, kind of took off in England as an idea of like a restorative, nutritious drink. And luckily, when the American craft beer phenomenon started happening in the late 70s, early 80s, and continued, they were setting upon English styles of beer. That's why pale ale was so big, and porter, and oatmeal stouts. We've had some really great oatmeal stouts over the years, and this one is no exception.
I just remember in my 20s, before the craft beer explosion here in the United States, you'd get like a Beers of the World collection of 12 different beers someone would give you for the holidays. And oh, oatmeal stout, what's that? I mean, it's definitely, your palate definitely evolves, fortunately, as you get older.
Absolutely.
Very
and as
good.
you get access to new flavors. You know, I mean, the other thing that I think is special about this beer that's important to keep in mind is that when you smell it, obviously you're getting that kind of espresso dark chocolate flavor you expect from beers made with highly kiln roasted malts. But the hop character is very important in this beer. They're using Columbus and they're using a little bit of Cascade. These are hops that you definitely can sense. Like when I smell this beer, I get a nice dusting of green kind of dank hops. And on the palate, while it's certainly smooth and creamy, there's some roasted bitterness from the roasted malts, but also a little bit of American hop character. So I think that makes this beer special. It's definitely got some Pacific Northwest hop character to it.
A couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, we did Oscar Blues 1050 Imperial Stout.
Yeah, barrel aged.
Barrel aged in a 19.2 ounce can.
Yes,
and,
indeed.
You mentioned that Oscar Blues exclusively cans their beer, no bottles.
Yep.
Aren't these guys the same?
Same way, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I think they may have done some 22s, but now I'm pretty sure everything that comes to market is canned, and if it's not, it's going that way. So yeah, they're on the same can kick, and it makes a lot of sense, but I still think it's just like we were talking about the Oscar Blues BA 1050. It's like, you expect fresh Pilsners and Kolsch and Pale Ales and IPAs from cans, but then isn't it so great that you can also get an 8% somewhat hopped oatmeal stout in a can, or in that case, 19 ounces of barrel-aged Imperial Stout clocking in at 13% alcohol, you know? It's everywhere.
Yeah, because as you've mentioned many times, air can get into any type of beer through a bottle cap.
Yeah, the cap, sure, why not? This is great.
Don't harm the beer. And what I love about Union Craft is these guys, you can always tell their beer from like across the aisle. They just
great branding.
Yeah, they've got very cool. I just like all their labels,
totally.
Especially the old Pro with the old putt-putt golf guy on there.
Totally.
What would you pair it with?
So this one is, I was thinking, you know, the British kind of basis for the style got me thinking about like kind of British pub fare. Fish and chips would be fantastic. Rare like roast beef sandwiches, pastrami on rye, I think would be great. Bacon cheeseburgers, all those things would be fantastic. Also like shepherd's pie, fried oysters. I think it'd be awesome. You could even do it with some like grilled salmon or tuna, I think would be fantastic.
Fabulous. Greg, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another Beer of the Week.